two-seater, East Lansing, home of the Michigan State Spartans, where the fans have been ready for hours in anticipation of this big one we have coming up. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. As we'll see a team from the American, the Temple Owls, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll leave it with him. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Davis looking to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Lets it fly. He's got an open man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Spartans are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Davis will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Power football with the run. He breaks He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
And off to Jones. Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. He could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye week sometimes can take away your rhythm. That might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play. Fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Back to pass, it's Hart. Oh, they're after him! And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you'd like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
Dances away to buy time. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mims. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
to the air on first down. Got his man on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Touchdown! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now if this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Breaks into the open. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the Spartans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Davis looking to pass. Moving out of the pocket. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got him. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. It's complete to the left. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Davis will throw. Unleashes one deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments. The play action fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today. And any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 14 to Texas. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's Jones. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it?
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
And he'll be smacked to the ground. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mims. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Catch in the middle. It's Mims. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Back to throw, it's Hart. Looking to the big tight end. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Owls!
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the third game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
He's looking to throw. He gets across the goal line into the end zone for the 2, and he pushes the lead to 11. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for room, it's Fleming. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. And the Spartans want to move quickly. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Davis looking to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Goes to the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Turning it on! Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll pull it down and run. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on
wide open spaces. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Back to throw, it's Hart. Here's a hit. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game. There he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
They go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Spartans will line up to punt it away. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. The last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. This time it's complete. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to throw, it's Hart. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got a man, it's Collier. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down.
Number 93, on to take it away.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Back to pass, it's Hart. Finds his man, it's Jones. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
On the ground. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And clang, no good, off the right upright. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up by 18 over Ohio. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
A strike downfield. At the 35, he's open. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Now they'll try the right side. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Pressure coming. Fires to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down.
Touchdown, Sparty! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Looking for a man, it's Hart. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Under fire! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you've got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Spartans! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking on big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 45, on his way. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown Owls. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired. And a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff from the gun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Hart. Finds his back in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the ground with the back. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got it in the middle, it's Mims. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown Temple. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Davis will throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Knocked down for the tackle. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Play action. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
4th down, gotta have it here. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. Turns it on at midfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires left. Got his man downfield. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown, and man, oh man, time was about to run out on him, and now they need the 2-point conversion to tie.
Talk about the cardiac kids. They score that touchdown with just seconds to go in the game. They've got to go for 2 to tie it up. What is the play call here? Who can step up with the game on the line for this offense?
He will be stopped short of the goal line. They needed the 2 to tie, and the defense able to make the late stop. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.